the International Radio Festival here in Malta. I'm here with these complete legends who have just finished their show, Pride Radio. How did it go?
I like it. We're legends now. I didn't realize that, but it was amazing to be here in Malta. I've never been in a place that's so full of history, and it's just amazing to be here, especially on Halloween night. It adds an extra little bit of flair knowing that this place has been here 600 years. You know, in the U.S., Halloween's such a big holiday that there are radio shows across the country that will find a haunted place like this to broadcast from, and here we just got to do it, and it's just amazing. You know, it's really amazing to even see. Oh, I should mention it's been raining all day today, but yesterday when it was sunny, the blue of the Mediterranean is something I've never seen before. Yes, exactly.
There we go.
It's a great deep turquoise. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Now, what's so interesting is for everybody at home, we're filming in Fort St. Elmo. Now, I didn't know this until recently, but there's been quite a lot of people that haven't come out of here alive. So we're here on Halloween.
Dun, dun, dun.
And earlier while I was filming, I looked over to that rock over there, and it looked like someone's face was coming out of it. Can you see it?
No. Oh my God, I see it.
Just saying. Just saying. So, can you see two eyes on a
Out of
nose?
the walls.
I see it.
Jerry was talking about this on the show earlier about like that 10,000 people have died here and how haunted it is, and that creeps me out. So way to creep me out even more with a face in the concrete.
Now, I want to know, because I understand that for the first time tonight, this is when you actually met each other, and then you jumped straight on air. It's like blind date, basically.
Yeah, so I've been on Pride Radio for like a year and a half now, probably. And so I live in Nashville, Jerry lives in DC, and this is the first time we've ever actually met in person. I got off my flight, I came here, and then we hopped on air 5 minutes later. I was like, well, let's do the damn thing. Here we go. But it was awesome. It was really fun.
How did your show go then, considering you didn't know each other?
You know, it went amazingly well. I think it helps that Zach is part of a morning show in Nashville, so he's used to bantering off of people, and so am I. So it's like, it was just natural to fit in, and we both have the same common background, and we wanted to talk about the same topics, and I think it just flowed. It was really good, I thought. Like, again, for never meeting you ever in person, just exchanging some emails and some phone calls, it was pretty great the way it came together.
Not to toot our own horn, but toot, toot.
I want to know then, what's the craziest thing that's happened to each of you whilst you've been on air?
The craziest thing that's happened to me? I don't know that it's crazy, but like the entire radio equipment stopped working, so we had to play music from my iPod. Yeah, like Next Gen, our operating system crashed, so we had to go through my phone and play music until we could figure out what was happening. It was awful. It was really scary.
Technicals definitely happen, and they happen more than anyone realizes. You have to just style it out. What's been the craziest thing that happened to you on air?
All right, this one's actually another creepy kind of haunted thing again. I know, I'm full of these stories, but I just started working in radio. I did the graveyard shift overnight. It was at a country station in Baltimore, and it's in a building that's about 150 years old. And I was the only one in the building. We had this window that opened to the hallway, and I swear to you, it was 3 a.m. I'm in the middle of a sentence, and something went by the window.
No! Was it a bird?
No, I hope not in the hallway, but I have to tell you, yeah, it was the hallway, and we had a lock on the door. As soon as I was done, because I froze, and I was like, oh, what do I do? Yeah,
I would have quit.
It was awful. I walked over, I locked the door, and they can go back out for the entire night. Like, maybe it was an employee, I don't know, but 3 a.m.'s a little sketchy, and it was super creepy, so, yeah.
And obviously you two love radio.
Yeah.
You love radio so much, like we all do. I want to know, for anybody that's watching this, who's thinking they're sat at home and they really want to do what you do, what advice would you give them?
Don't.
He loves it, really.
No, I do love it. And I would say like the biggest piece of advice that I would ever give anybody is like, don't do it because if you think the perks that you get out of it, because honestly, the hours sometimes suck, the pay sucks. There's a lot of things that suck about it. But if you're doing what you love, then you don't work a day in your life. So if it's like, if you're in it because you think you get cool perks and money, you don't. So it's true.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would say that for sure. Start out with a podcast, though. I've seen so many stories of people who have podcasts that have now become radio personalities because they hone their craft at home, and it's the best way to do it. When I was going through college, it was always get an internship, because then you have a foot in the door and you can start your career that way. But now I'm seeing people that have, basically built their own internship by hosting a show themselves. They get really good good about talking about a topic, and they can submit that to a station, and who knows, you may end up on the air one day.
Amazing. Well done for today, and it's so wonderful to meet you, and keep doing what you do.
I'm obsessed
Pride
with
Radio
you. Thank you
and the
for having
International
us.
Radio Festival.